Persona 2 Innocent Sin is a game I do not like. Now let's get into the thing we're actually going to talk about. Remakes and remasters when it comes to Atlus. So yeah, Atlus has not had a good track record for remakes and remasters. They started off smooth with a remake of SMT1 back in 2001, releasing on a dead system when the PS2 was right there, already out, and they did the same thing with SMT2 and IF, and the console was even more dead. By the time IF released on the PlayStation 1, it was literally a dead console. You could release this on the PS2. I mean, it wouldn't have taken much to run the PS2, so I don't get why it couldn't have been there. We could have actually gotten official localizations of SMT2 and IF. We didn't even get an SMT1 localization till fucking 2014. And it was a GBA version, which is the worst version you could play. And then we have to deal with soul hackers being on the Nintendo fucking PlayStation. Soul hackers on the PlayStation is almost identical to the Saturn release, so it's not really that big of a deal. What is a big of a deal is Kyu-Yaku Megami Tensei, the first remaster of any Megami Tensei title, period. And the second one being fucking SMT Nocturne HD. Let's really just get into remakes, remasters, and ports from this company. So yeah, the main focus of this video, Persona 2 Innocent Sin. I don't like this. I don't like this port, I don't like this game, I don't like its story, its cutscenes, its graphics, its gameplay, its fusion spell system, its Persona fusion system. There is a lot of things I do not like about Innocent Sin. But that's not what we're trying to get into. We're trying to get into the quality of the remaster released on September 20th, 2011 for the Sony PlayStation Portable. And my god, this game is the most cancerous shit I've played in my life. I don't think I got 15 hours into the PSP version of Persona 2 Innocent Sin, and it is some of the most boring, basic shit I've played, period. It took forever to get good, for this game to get good. And that was only during the fucking Mount Iwato dungeon. And then, I have no idea what comes next. It's probably just more random, hey, do this for me please, do that for me please, running around doing shit. It's not fun. That's not what I want to do in a Persona game. I want to fucking fight decent bosses with a decent fucking battle system. Innocent Sin PS1 was fine. I don't know why this game changed any of the stuff in Innocent Sin PS1. Maybe to appeal to a new audience, but the OST has nothing to do with anything Persona 3 or 4 related, so I don't know why Innocent Sin PSP just had to be different. Let's just get this over with. Now, there are a few parallels with other Megami Tensei remakes and remasters. Let's get off with one. Persona 1 on the PlayStation Portable. Yeah, first things first, this version of the game is, a bit questionable. If you are coming in for Persona 3 and 4, this is most likely your first time playing Persona 1. And no, it is not a bad version to play. It is faster, the combat's faster, although the RNG sucks, you move faster, which is a good thing though. But let's get this first thing over with. Persona 1 on the PSP has a bad OST. I said it. People will agree with me. Yes, a lot of people agree with me, so that's not a hot take. But the people who disagree really like to say they disagree, because apparently Bloody Destiny, A Lone Prayer, and School Days are good songs. Which, no, they fucking aren't. I'm not the one to typically bash people for liking a fucking song But Persona 1 PSP's OST is a disgrace to the Megami Tensei series. Fucking Persona 3, the thing this entire OST is trying to copy, or Persona 4, both of those songs, both those OSTs had bass lines. You know what Persona 1 PSP doesn't have? A bass line, which is something the things it's copying have. It's like Meguro forgot these songs have a bass line, when simultaneously Persona 4 was made mere months before this one. Meaning he couldn't have possibly forgot. Cause like, his newest work was only a few months old by the time this game started development. Let me just get this over with. Persona 1 on the PSP. Haha, laugh. This game's bad, lol. Except, well, Persona 1 on the PSP has other good qualities. Like, its dungeons are less tedious to go through, its battles are a lot faster and better for a newcomer, and somebody who would never play Revelations will play PSP due to its improved localization. As Revelations is Revelations, I'm not gonna say much. Eternal Punishment PSP is a great remaster, on the other hand, as it really is like a good version of Innocent Sin PSP, where it just really wants you to know, yes, this is a good game. Yeah, we want you to play this game. Yeah, we want you to play PSP. But the thing is, Atlus USA doesn't want you to play it, because for one, this game was dropped in favor of Persona 4 Golden, a game a lot more people know about than P2EP. Thing is, Persona 2 Eternal Punishment was already localized in the West, and the only thing that would have really stopped Atlus West from fully releasing this was the Tatsuya scenario, a new added content for Innocent Sin PSX. From Eternal Punishment PSP. That would have taken extra dev time out of their Persona 4 Golden. But they could have just copy-pasted the fucking localization from Innocent Sin, from Eternal Punishment PSP, edited some of the lines to be more coherent, edited some of the characters' names to be less Revelations personified, and yeah, it would have been a decent localization, because all you had to do was just re-localize Tatsuya scenario. That's it. And then we got things like Persona 4 Golden having lackluster content, Persona 3 Fest's answer being lackluster in general, and we just had Persona 5 Royal with lackluster content, just like P4G. Like Persona has really just not been the greatest ever since 3, 4, and 5 release. I'm not gonna be that guy. I love Persona 3 and I like Persona 4, okay? I haven't played 5, but I'm not really liking how it looks and stuff. So really, I can't really judge P5 to be honest. What I will say is that I don't like its art style, its characters, it's how it looks in general. It's not my thing. But overall, I could say that Persona 3 Fest and Persona 4 Golden are very lackluster remasters. And they're not the best things you could possibly play when it comes to Persona 3, 4, and 5. If you want these games, play their vanilla counterparts. Or just play the fucking game until you reach the end of Persona 3, 4, 5. So in P3's case, if you're gonna play Persona 3 Fest, which is the best way to play the game, don't ever play the answer. If you're gonna play P4G, don't max out Marie, and if you're gonna play P5R, don't max out Maruki. If you really want to play these games vanilla, yet still want Royal or Golden or FAS. But I'm just gonna say this, most of these remasters and remakes aren't that good. Now before I leave, what I'm gonna say is this. I like these franchise, and I like these games. For some of these remasters and ports and remakes, these are the only ways I can possibly play the game. Like for example, I can only play Devil Summoner's PSP port due to, well, a Saturn emulator not fucking loading for fuck's sake. But I cannot play in the PSX version, like why I can't play the Saturn version of Soul Hackers because I'm too lazy. I can't play PSP Soul Hackers, 3DS Soul Hackers because, well, I don't own a 3DS. Can't play SMT 4 or 5 at the moment, no 3DS or Switch, no good PC to emulate those consoles, and, well, I can't play Persona 5 because no PS3, no PS4, don't want Royal, and I would not like a Switch or Xbox One port, really. What I want is a port of Persona 3, because that's what deserves the remaster the most. Games like games like Megami Tensei 1 or 2 deserve, or Persona 3, Persona 1 even, deserve remasters. SMT, if these games deserved remasters more than Persona 5, the light ones like SMT Nocturne, because these games have problems. While I do love Persona 3, and while I do think SMT Digital Double Story Megami Tensei 1 and 2 are interesting, I don't like them, but they're interesting. I do think these games are really interesting. What I do not think is interesting is how these games handle their fucking combat. First off, I do not like, it's just how they feel to play. Persona 3, I like how it plays, but other people will not. And it deserves a remaster. Because, for one, this game has multiple problems and the pacing issues that really haven't been fixed ever since Persona 4 and 5 released. The pacing issues of Persona 3, 4, and 5 are still present. Like, this stuff should have been cut out by P5, or P4G even. You should have cut out the calendar system and replace it with, text. It says, on this day, something happened. If you really want to implement that calendar system, make a side game. Because we don't need this in our JRPGs. SMT has showed an example that you don't need a fucking calendar system to make decent pacing or a successful game. SMT Nocturne and SMT 5 have neither of those things, and they're still good games. And why does Persona 5 still have that? Why won't Persona 6? And Persona 6 will have it. Don't get me wrong. It won't be a 3-game thing like how Persona 1, 2, and Eternal Punishment were a 3-game trilogy. This will not be modern Persona at this moment will not be Persona 3, 4, and 5. It will be P3, 4, 5, and 6. Because they will not evolve this formula that has been dead in the water for 15 years by now. That's really it. It's like SMT Nocturne, SMT 4, SMT 5, all these games don't have social links or any of that stuff because they don't need it. It works fine without social links or any of that anime garbage. Like hell, if Persona 3 didn't have any of these social link things, it could solve the weeb shit, cause like, come on, if you're playing a Persona game, you're not playing it because of its intuitive gameplay. Persona was never really at this moment. Persona wasn't really a game made for hardcore SMT fans. It was made for the more casual ones who couldn't stand Nocturne's incredible difficulty, so went to Persona to train. I still don't like how many people just don't play SMT, because SMT is a good series, and it's really fun, in my opinion. Megami Tensei, in general, is just a really fun series, and I recommend that if you don't already play RPGs, at least give a Megami Tensei game a try, whether it's the first Megami Tensei on NES or Persona 5, SMT 5, Soul Hackers 2 even. The fifth Devil Summoner game is coming out soon at the rate. In approximately, 5 months from this video's recording. So you'll have more Devil Summoner content. It's really just a matter of what you, just really a matter of if you want to play the game rather than why. Because Soul Hackers 2 is not leaning towards, you know, what you think it is. It's not a Devil Summoner game in the sense that you summon demons. It's a Devil Summoner game by name. It is leaning more towards Persona when it comes to writing characters' story, when Soul Hackers in general was never a game with social links. But to be honest, Persona has been always a character-driven game, and social links only enforce a character-driven thing even more. But what I want to say before I fucking go and stop rambling on about Megami Tensei for 15 fucking minutes is that this. Let me say this for once. If I see anyone playing Innocent Sin PSP saying that this is a superior version to the actually superior PlayStation version, I will fucking behead you, find your IP address, know where you live, and I will come to your house. I will find your IP address, and I will fucking slit your throat. That's a joke, by the way. That's just not anymore. I'm just done with this now. Just here we go.